Welcome bitches, one and all, to my reaction to Season 6, Episode 1 of The Expanse, Strange Dogs. Now, obviously, this is a new show to the channel, however, it is not a new show to me. The Expanse is one of my top shows of all time. I've always loved sci-fi. I've seen a lot of the top shows. I've seen, like, Star Trek, Star Wars shows. I've seen Stargate, all of the, like, big branded ones I've seen. And there's just something different about The Expanse. It's got its own vibe, but I also really enjoy the realistic physics. The idea that ships don't have shields, because while I do enjoy that aspect in a lot of shows, just to have a show like this where it just feels so real is so special to me. And the fact that this is the last season, it makes me sad, but I'm glad that it didn't end at 5. Not only because the story would have been so fucking brutal if it ended at 5, but to know that I get to react to this and I get to at least have the last season on my channel makes me so fucking happy. Honestly, one of the main things I'm really looking forward to is just seeing everyone again, seeing where they are. Like, we ended off last time with the whole system in disarray. You got Mars and Earth basically blocked off from the ring gates, and any space beyond their worlds, they're kind of blocked off by the Free Navy. So yeah, just to see the political impact, and especially Earth. I want to see what's happening with Earth. Are they actually going to show us how Earth has been, and how long has it been? We don't even know the time frame. Oh my god, I got too many questions. But yeah, anyway, I am extremely excited, so I'm just gonna get going. Right. Who are you, my darling? Is this someone on the new world that the Martians went on? Yeah, it looks like an alien world. Because it was interesting, because the alien planet that we saw on season 4, Illis, wasn't it? It was like, because it was so dead, it didn't feel as alien. Whereas seeing stuff like this is so cool. It's all species that have evolved into their own ecosystems without humans. Who are the top predators?
Hey, what are you?
But love, you're on an alien planet. You don't know if that's friendly. This is so interesting. Like, we've never seen this on The Expanse. We've never seen a pure alien world. Like I was saying, we've been to that other planet, but this is so cool. Planet 2. Is this the one with that thing in the sky? Oh shit, it's getting real. It's such an unimaginable force that it's hard to perceive what it's like. Yeah, all the stations then. Damn. Rocinante joins the fight for the UN? Are they fighting for the UN? Yep, New York, the floodgates broke, didn't they? Damn, I can't believe they brought him back though. That's so funny. Full circle. Not as effective now that they know how to track them. But interesting that they're still using the same tactic.
Denali linked tracking with UN in Farragut, and in conjunction with Sentinel-16, the combined railgun barrage destroyed the 3 incoming rocks.
Bobby and Avasarala!
Total casualties under 500.
Don't try to make it sound
Damn. Yeah.
Mars has assured us there will be one more Donager class operational within the month.
So they're still building ships then? My question is, how are they building ships when they don't have the resources of the belt coming in? Is this just them using up their stockpiles or what? Because I'm pretty sure that they were getting a lot of their resources from the belt. It's just so interesting to think about the political impact of all of this. Like, the belt was treated like shit for decades, centuries even. So to now know that those resources and those things that Earth and Mars have relied on are cut off, it would be interesting to see how that impacts them as well, not only the barrages.
It's like a goddamn nuclear winter.
Oh shit, yeah.
Meteoric contaminants are still rising, even faster than before.
Shit.
Every rock kills us a little more.
There are so many secondary impacts to everything in life. Like, just to think that throwing those rocks at Earth has caused such an impact to even their farming industries. And without the belt, again, they're not getting a lot of resources in. You think Ganymede supplied... So, I was gonna say, Ganymede supplied a lot of the resources as well, food-wise.
I see them!
Firing one!
My god. This is so, like, intense. Nice. Did the Rocinante get a, like, upgrade from Earth and Mars? Because they're fighting for them now. Mars and Earth are working together, so they should be good on ammo and everything. God, they seem tired. 187 days at it.
Looks like they were out here alone.
Question is, why were they here in the first place?
True. Hidden base or Were they harvesting rocks?
Guess I'm gonna have to go out there and see if we got any holes that need plugging.
They just seem so run down.
It's gotta be that twitchy power coupling on the mains that keeps pissing us off.
Because you think they don't have access to a lot in this area, because the problem is space stations are in the belt. Space stations are owned by the belt. If a ship needs refueling, you go to a space station, but if they're all part of the Free Navy, where do they go? Everyone has to rely on what they have, and then the trip back to an inner planet, if you're in the outer edges, you're fucked. So that limits people as well, because you think the ships are currently all surrounding Earth and Mars because he's throwing rocks at them and they're trying to keep Earth and Mars actually safe. But then the added effect is they can't venture out because they've got nowhere to refuel, nowhere to resupply ammo and food and everything. It's crazy. It really does show how much the inner planets relied on the belt while taking advantage of them. Sad about Alex. I know that the actor did stuff wrong and that's why he had such a weird ending, but I just wish he could have got an actual ending that didn't feel rushed, you know? A ship attached to the rock? Station?
Hang on. I don't think that is a ship.
Have they put an engine? They've put a drive on an asteroid? Have they done that simply to steer the asteroid? Or have they done that because there's a whole like thing inside the rock? So Marco must be on series. Are we going to see Anderson Dawes again? It's been a while since we've seen him.
Dawes always said
Dawes is dead because
What?
of listening to what he had to say.
Oh shit, they're just going to drop that on us? What the fuck?
History has moved on, and so shall we.
I mean, yeah, I guess we'll move on, but damn.
Did I miss much?
As much as usual.
Whoa. Bet you're glad you sided with your dad.
You want something?
You by the looks of it.
I mean to, Jake. Let me know if you change your mind.
Is this all his life has become? Is he that unhappy that he's just searching for pleasure in anything he can find?
And the Pansheen is checking 2 drive signatures, which could be the last Golden Bough dissidents.
Is that a backhanded way of saying that you still don't have any news about Jumma?
I was gonna say, come on, Drummer. Drummer's my favorite character, by the way. I love her so much.
Increase the bounty on Jumma 20%. Nante as well.
How is Drummer staying alive with everyone join up with the Naros?
Earth is dying. We kill it, it's not coming back. Real things like this are all the things in your law to make before to sell and get rich and fat soon. There won't be any more of this.
God, it's so crazy to think that they all think of Earth as the things that have come before, and yet they're still so easily ready to annihilate it. God, he's like a god. It's fucking scary. Because, like, even if you take him out, you're not going to solve the problem. The whole belt is with him. Free Navy bounty hunter. Oh, God. Are they looking for drama?
It's a direct fire weapon. It has to line up perfectly.
Oh, shit. You can't miss them.
No!
She pressed the wrong button, didn't she? She hit the top one. Test. Oh, fuck, you idiot. It's a direct fire. You've missed your shot. Oh, no. Is she blowing something up? What's she blowing up? What did she just blow up? The weapon?
We transferred most of the fuel. 1 tank of water, 2 pallets of rations.
Munitions.
So she blew up the ship, damn.
Which brings our missile load to a grand total of 3.
Shit. We've seen how many missiles are taken out with ease in this show before. It just shows how the pressure of being out here for so long can get to you. Like, that was meant to be such an easy thing and she just fucked it up. Now, what the fuck is this?
Any rock hopper with a standard mining kit could do this.
We have to figure out how they're being triggered. We could stop even a few of them before their launch. It'll be an accomplishment.
Oh my god, is this how he's doing it? Is this actually how he's launching the rocks? He attaches drives to them and then when the time is right, sends them. So he's already got all of them lined up. That is crazy. That's smart though. Because anytime he needs to, he can just throw them and he can have a constant supply of rocks hitting people.
Thank you.
Strain as well.
Response is you're welcome.
Sorry, I just realized this is the first time I've flown the Rosie.
Oh.
First time I ever had to.
Oh, Naomi.
I know what that feels like.
To be a crew of 4 and then to have one go, like, that's gotta hit you hard. What the fuck? Is it starting up?
I think the magnetic bottle's cycling up.
Oh no.
You've started the reactor.
I must have tripped the fail
No, you need to get out of there.
You need to get out of there now.
Holden, what the fuck are you doing?
Blood drop between you and the drive tubers.
He's not gonna be able to get off. He's not gonna be able to get off. Oh, thank fucking God. Everybody, let's just relax. He's safe. He's fine.
I get far enough away with it. Never sure if I could break it and shut it down.
Just come back inside, please.
She could not handle losing another person. Every time I see that tool cupboard, I think of Prax. Fucking idiot. Do they not talk?
I'm gonna go grab a bite.
Is there like a history that we haven't seen to it in the time that they've been out on the ship, or has she never talked to her?
Is there something you need Peaches to do differently?
I don't really care what she does.
Oh, Naomi.
The only reason she's here is because you decided to make her part of the crew.
Damn.
That could replace Alex.
Oh, that's what she's fixating on, oh Naomi. That's not what this is.
This has nothing to do with Alex. And you know, you made some pretty big decisions for all of us without talking to me.
Exactly. Let's go back in time to Fred Johnson, love.
But maybe you could cut Peaches a fucking break, like we all did for you.
Oof. Well done, Amos. You're really letting the grief get to you that bad? Oh, it's so sad to see them breaking up. It makes sense, like, realistically, if one member of a family goes, it does tend to cause drifting. It either brings you closer together or it makes you drift apart, and unfortunately it seems to be the latter.
Michio is not a problem. She made a mistake.
This one cost us the ship.
Yeah.
It's not her first mistake. She isn't built for this.
She's never seemed like she's built for this. She's always been a bit iffy.
This is not a place for her anymore.
So what, you're gonna space her? Like, what are you talking about?
We have lost so much already.
You are my captain. Whatever you choose, I choose also.
You better mean that, mate. If you walk out that door and do anything to her.
Give us a moment, please.
Aye, captain.
I will do better. I promise. I try harder.
You are trying your best. No one questions that.
Oh.
We will find a safe port where we can resupply. A place where you can stay.
Oh.
When this is all over, we will come back and find you.
I feel so bad for her, but like, she is a liability. Losing one ship during these times is just, you can't. It was the right call, even though it was a bad thing to do. It was the right call.
Were you part of the attacks on Earth?
Me no, not so lucky, no. But he was.
You were?
He doesn't seem to be very proud of it. Does he actually regret his actions now?
Put Ashford the ghost knife out the door and drop the rocks to get revenge for all of us.
He does seem very detached from it all now, as if he literally regrets it, which I'm very shocked by. I wonder if it's just morality hitting him, which you would hope would hit everyone, but it hasn't so far, or if it's Naomi.
The inner fleets haven't even budged.
That was your plan. You missed the fight.
Don't you?
That's the problem with people like Marco. They want the fight to get their land, to get their stations, but then when the fight's over, he loses his purpose. I don't think he'll ever stop.
Cities is our capital. These are our people. Your job is to get them what they need.
Oh shit.
If you have any specific logistical suggestions, we'd love to hear them.
Oh, well, they do just treat him like a child.
No, just do your job.
We should discuss this further.
I would like to
In private.
You are just turning him further away from your side, Marco, and I don't think you even see it.
Another intel update on Free Navy assets came in.
Oh no, are they nearby?
And I saw this. It remind you of anything?
That's what Holden sees when he goes through the ring.
It reminded me of the artifact on Ellis.
Yeah.
It's not our problem anymore.
Yeah, you could say that, Amos, but yeah, exactly.
The only reason that I'm still out here instead of drinking myself blind on Luna is because I don't want to abandon you.
Aww.
So don't abandon us.
Oh.
I found something.
Can you track all of them?
Probably a spotter ship that's been guiding the rocks.
So you take that out, you take the rocks out.
It'd have to be running dark.
But if you use all of that data, you'll be able to track them.
If
If we could find it, take it out, it could seriously reduce Marco's ability to keep hitting Earth.
Yeah, maybe give them a chance to spread out a bit. And now that they don't have the constant supplies from Earth and Mars of the ships, if you take out that spotter, he won't be able to replace it.
Marco pulled me back into it.
Ah,
And
shit.
now the people we're hunting and killing, the same ones I used to call my own. I don't know how much longer I can bear it.
Yeah, it must be even harder for her when you think about it in that sense. They're literally her people that she's hunting. With every ship she destroys, she's killing more of her brothers and sisters.
Madam Secretary, any comments on the food riot in Kinshasa?
Not now, please. The communications director will be scheduling
Madam, is
a
it true
conference
you
shortly.
reached out?
I love that Bobby's like her personal security.
Has anybody in your cabinet proposed negotiations?
The deliberations of my cabinet in a time of war are a matter of national security and none of your fucking business.
Gara Avasarala.
They're just looking for honest answers.
Yeah, and she is fucking busy. Like, do you not understand? I get the sentiment, but like the time taken to explain to the press what's going on. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the way Avasarala has handled everything is absolutely perfect. It's not, but to ask for her to be so open about every single thing she's doing and all of that, it's so much to ask for someone who's trying to save a planet. Like, you know what I mean? And also, in regards to forming peace treaties, any treaty you make with Marco Inaros is going to be so fucking shit. He does not want Earth to survive. They want to kill it. We've seen from Belters, we've seen from Philip and his friend. They are ready for Earth and Mars to die. They don't care. They'll happily just destroy them because they've got the colonies if they want to find farmland. They've got all of these things that they can do. Like, they don't really need Earth and Mars anymore. So I don't know if you could find a peace treaty that works. And even if you did, it would be the worst deal of all time. I just think it's all easy said and done, but like, you gotta be realistic.
You want another?
Oh, Philip. She hasn't really shown any interest, mate.
I know who you are.
So, let's go there.
And no, mate, that doesn't get you everything in life.
You should go find one of them.
Fucking lucky I'm even talking to someone like you.
Ew, and there he is. What a lovely way to talk to someone.
Here. This one's on the house.
Damn. Does she sense a damaged soul? Wow.
Philip, you're coming in hot, huh? Hero. Okay, come on, let's go. I take it back to the ship. Fucking touch me.
You keep telling yourself you're a hero, mate.
Pathetic. No, if not for me, all these girls on the station, they laugh at you, huh?
Oh my god. Oh my god, Philip. Are you that far gone? Are you honestly that far gone? I'm in shock.
You wanted to see me, ma'am?
Yeah, she hated going to space.
Maybe it's the lack of sensation.
Feel at peace.
The whole planet not putting me down for once. A little help.
I love their relationship together.
Time for your performance review.
Excuse me?
You hate this job.
I mean, I don't think anyone would love it.
Yes, ma'am, I do. I understand. I'll step down.
If I don't get the easy way out, neither do you.
Your
Problem is that you're a Marine. You're sick of doing nothing.
Same thing as Marco.
I just received word from Holden. He believes they've located an Inaros spotter ship.
Yeah,
They're going
big
to
deal.
check it out.
If they are, that would be good.
Fuck good.
Be amazing. It would be a fucking miracle if they find one and destroy it. Even the tiniest bit of hope will make such a difference.
Little wins here and there will not hold us together. We need more than that.
Yeah.
Something big.
You need to feel like you're actually making an impact.
You have something in mind?
I do.
What is your plan, Avasarala? Well done. That's one way to handle that. Ah, so we're not going to find out her plan. Interesting. I wonder what she has in store. So I think we can all agree that that was a fantastic opening. I love being back in the universe. It's crazy. The craziest thing is to think that we have 5 episodes left. That is the biggest thing that is on my mind. Like, with every passing minute, it processes in my head that we are that much closer to the end of the series. Like, I know they've said that this might not be the end of the universe. It might not be the end of the Expanse universe, but the show itself, the crew, the characters, all of it, it's just like, it's so bittersweet to be watching and thinking that with every passing second, we're that much closer. But anyway, back to the episode. Now, that was a very depressing episode for the characters. I didn't find it very depressing for me, simply because I enjoyed seeing everyone again. I enjoyed catching up with everyone and seeing where they're at, but it was definitely an episode filled with depression. So let's look at Avasarala and Bobby to begin with. So obviously, Avasarala has had enough. She is trying to run a whole planet. She's trying to run a broken planet. And not only that, but to be struggling with resources on planet and off world, because you think they got so many resources from the belt. Like, Ganymede Station provided so much agriculture for the whole system. And that's only one station. There must be so many other stations like it. So to have that cut off, and then not only that, but to be suffering from atmospheric issues on Earth itself, they are really in the dumps right now. They are going through a lot. And then even then you think about all of the medicine that's going to be needed for all of the wounded. Every single thing that these rocks have done have just brought the planet down so much. And like she was saying, they're slowly killing us off with every single rock. Earth is slowly dying. And I don't know if they said that it's at the point of no return. I don't think it is at the point of no return based on what we know, but if it keeps going, there will be no saving Earth. Like she said, the CO2 scrubbers, they're not working. They're even seeing a buildup. It's not like it's just keeping it stagnant. It's still rising. So unless they sort it out, Earth is going to be unsalvageable. Now, Bobby, like Avasarala was saying, Bobby is a Marine stuck in a political role, which can go well for some people, but for someone like Bobby, who is just such a needs to be in the action kind of person, it's hard to see her in that situation. It felt weird for me to see her in that situation. I liked seeing her with Avasarala, and I liked seeing their bond together, but her herself, you could tell she was very out of place. But you look at her and you link that back to Inaros, because he is someone who wanted this war. He wanted to go to war with the inner planets to get the belt its needed freedom. And yes, you can argue if it was a just cause or not. I think it was just in that they needed freedom. They needed to not be treated like absolute trash. However, the fact that he went about it the way he did is the real problem, because that's not how you do it. And the problem with someone like Marco Inaros is he's so into the fight and he's prepared himself for the fight for so long that when you're at a point now and in the future, you think now they're quite stagnant, but in the future when the war's over, no matter which side wins, if his side wins, he's going to have no fight left. What's he going to do? What is he going to do? Is he going to just go insane? Is he going to start wars for the willy-nilly? It's crazy to think about someone like him being in power. And not only is he in power, people adore him. People idolize him. He is like a god to people. They were chanting his name when he was walking the deck. That's like, it's beyond respect, beyond admiration, beyond loyalty. It's just like, they're obsessed with him. They will give their life for him, and it's scary to have anyone in power with that much power over the people. Is scary. Now, speaking of Marco, let's look at Philip. Philip is a very damaged character. It seems as though he is regretting his decisions with helping out with Earth, but yeah, his story arc is a hard one, because you can argue that you can't blame him as much because he was brought up this way, but there's only so much that you can attribute to the way you were brought up. Like, if someone is brought up to be a trained killer, no matter what, even though they were brought up that way, they are a trained killer. That's who they are. You can't take that part of them away. You can't say that you will just blame someone else, because the blame train will never end. So I do think that he is to blame for everything that he has done, but from a morality point of view, you can understand where he's coming from. You can understand the loyalty problems that he's had. And I think he's really regretting siding with his father over his mother, because not only was his mother a lot more caring than his father, and evidently loved him over what weird relation Marco has with his son, it seems more like he just treats him like a toddler, like a little child. He's like, no, the adults are speaking. Go away, Philip. You know what I mean? So I'm sure he is regretting that side and thinking that he should have sided with his mother, but Naomi warned him. Naomi warned him that you would get to a point where you would regret this, and she doesn't want that for him, but he made his choice. He helped almost destroy Earth completely. He killed scientists on that station. He killed people on Mars. Like, he's done so much and he's caused so much death that there's not really any way that he can escape his demons at this point. It's like his soul is fucked. Now, let's move on to Drummer and her crew. That girl, I feel so bad for her. I can't remember her name, but to have this family and to have this crew and to love them so much and to not really know where else you belong, but then to also be a liability, it's so hard to see because she really wanted to stay. She wanted to be with her family, but you could tell she was a liability, not just then, but if you even look back at the season 5 finale, she was so terrified the whole time. She was not built for this. She was not built for conflict or war. Like, when she came in and hit that woman over the head and killed her, it was just a pure act of self-defense. And you could tell she was trembling after she did it. So I like that they've kept the idea with that character and they haven't changed her. Like, some people just aren't meant for war. You can't change it. Like, some people, when war happens, they rise up and they find strength that they never knew. But some people, they're just not designed for it. They're not designed for the trauma. And I do think she's one of them. So while I think that it's sad to see Drummer have to let go a member of her family, it was a tactical decision that was needed. Like, she was a liability. She really was a liability. And you can argue that she could have stayed on the ship in a lesser role, but she may not have the training to be in a lesser role. And even then, they're so low on supplies that they don't need another mouth to feed who isn't contributing enough. You know, it's that unfortunate side of things, but I do think she made the right decision, but it's still sad to see. Now, Drummer herself, we didn't get a lot of Drummer. All of Drummer's story was basically centered around that girl, but again, like everyone else we've seen, very depressed, very down, very just drained of everything. All emotion, all happiness, all hope. Everyone's just trying to survive right now, and the ideals that they have survived on for so long, even they are crumbling apart, but they're the only things keeping them going. Like, if you take that last tiny bit of hope that they have away, they're done. There's not even anything worth fighting for. But then on that, if you don't fight, there will be nothing left. They have to fight. If they don't, then every single thing, every death, every person that's given their life for this cause, it would have been for nothing. So I'm sure that that is what's keeping them going as well. Now, the Rosie. Let's go to the big one. Obviously, everyone is feeling the loss of Alex. And like I was saying earlier, when someone in a family, whether it's a maid family or a biological one, when a key part of that family passes away, one of two things can normally happen. Either it separates people, it makes people distance themselves because they're not dealing with the grief very well and they're not being able to deal with being in the same situation they were before without this person. It just feels so empty. But then you also have the side of things where for some people it grows them close together. They take the grief and they grow a bond out of it. However, unfortunately with the Rosie, it seems like they've distanced themselves. It seems like they've let it get to them, which I don't blame them for. Like, either one of those things, it's not something that you can judge people for. You can't say that, oh, why did you let it distance yourselves? Like, it's grief. You're dealing with the loss of someone so big in your life that you can't really judge it. But it's just so sad to see because you think back to season 1, Amos and Naomi had such a bond, such a loyalty to each other. And it seems as though Amos has kind of passed that on to Peaches. But then even then, Amos has grown so much since season 1 that that kind of blind loyalty, he kind of spreads it out between people. I think he assigns a lot of his needs to Peaches, but then also Holden. I think that he looks at Holden as a moral compass. Holden is his moral compass. Holden is the one that he looks for and looks to decide if things are right and wrong. And like he said, the only reason that he is out there fighting the fight is because he doesn't want to leave Holden. And so it's nice to see that they've kept their bond, but it seems like the problem is Naomi, but I don't mean that to say that she's the problem because she's got so much on her plate. Like, her ex and her son are responsible for all these deaths. They've turned her entire family against her. Every single ship that she destroys, she's destroying her brothers and sisters. It's so fucking sad. And I just feel so bad for her. Holden himself, Holden seems depressed like them all. Like, they all seem really down. Like, they're so devoid of emotion, so devoid of hope that they're just kind of surviving at the moment. But you always see that little glimmer in Holden. He's always that tiny bit more hopeful than everyone else. And I do think that that is what's kept the crew together. If Holden had broken after Alex, if Holden had truly broken down and distanced himself, they would not be together right now. The Rosie would have broken up and they would have gone their separate ways. I 100% believe that. Now, the storyline itself. So Marco has been throwing these rocks at Earth the whole time, basically keeping the ships at bay, which is a very sound tactical move, because if you continuously barrage these inner planets with rocks, they are going to need their ships to stand by. They're going to need their ships there to make sure the planets are safe. And when the belt itself is an asteroid belt, you've got essentially an unlimited supply of ammo. You've got an unlimited supply of ammo. Yes, the engines are the problem, because you're eventually going to run out of engines. But like they were saying, there are so many colony ships that were built and were trying to get through the ring that he's just salvaging them. He's just taking them apart. So he has stuff to spare. However, to my knowledge, I don't think the belt has any advanced building facilities. I don't think they have a lot of shipyards to actually build their own ships, because all of the ships that are part of the Free Navy come from Mars, and with Mars and Earth working together now, and I'm sure after figuring out where the ships went, and I'm sure all of the Martian High Command that were part of the giving ships to Inaros left. I'm sure, wasn't that the thing? All of them were on those colony ships going to a new planet. If not, then the ones that were left on Mars, if there were any, would 100% been cracked down on. Like, Mars are fully aware of every single ship in operation, every single place that it is going. So they're not exactly getting more ships from Mars. They're not getting more technology from Mars, which, like they were saying, they haven't seen an asteroid with stealth composites for a while, because they probably either run out, or what they have, they are keeping close to their belt just in case they need it. So that is a plus for them. And if Holden and the crew find this spotter ship and destroy it, they did say that they mustn't have many. So I think it's more than one. I don't think taking out the ship will completely stop the asteroids, but even taking out one will make a huge blow. Because like I said, these spotter ships are probably from Mars. If they're not from Mars, then they're using Martian technology. So the fact that they're not getting a supply of that anymore, once they take that spotter ship out, it probably will be out. They will probably have lost that fully. So they need to make that their main focus. So it's good that they've found that out. And they did say that they've located one, so that's a big plus as well. So yes, that was a fantastic season opener. I really did enjoy it. I'm so excited to be watching this on my channel. Like, this is the first show that I've been waiting to come out and being able to watch it on my channel, because all of the other shows, I've started them on the channel, and while I love them, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy them. To have a show that you're so excited about watching and then adding it to your work, it's just so fun, and I'm so excited to continue this. But yes, for now, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link down below to my Patreon. You'll be able to find the early and uncut reactions to Expanse and all the other shows that I do. Now, on the idea of the early part of that, I don't know if they're going to be early. I'm trying my hardest to edit them for Patreon and YouTube on the same day. So while Patreon will technically be up first, I'm trying to get YouTube up on the same day, but who knows? Episode 2 might be up on Patreon before it is on YouTube. So be sure to head over there if you want to watch the uncut versions anyway, and support the channel. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.